All right, let's go to the Rain Factory stuff. I guess I'll start from this screen. I have the Discord and everything. So this was like a rest in peace Rain Factory segment, but Rain Factory's not technically dead anymore. And I got a bunch of statements from OG members that I'm not going to read anymore because it just doesn't fit. But I will read Amelia, who was the original owner. Owner of Team Rain Factory and the LCS. Okay, I'm sorry. Was the original leader of Rain Factory and is now leading the resurgence, if you will. It kind of sounds like terrorism. I'm so sorry. But anyway, the revival of Rain Factory and what its final form should be, I guess. But I will be reading her statement. To everyone who provided, you know who you are. Thank you. You provided me something, but I guess, you know, things change. Okay. So, pour one out for Rain Factory. Okay. So, Rain Factory, for those of you who don't know, who weren't in their Discord, over the course of months, under Sarah's tutelage, the Discord has been very, you know, light, has been very emoty, has been very jokey, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that. It was a really good Discord. There was no nonsense in that Discord for, you know, leading up to Sarah's change of command. And then furthermore, we saw that with the Hugs incident, right? That was a whole fucking debacle, right? If you're still thinking about that, but, it was very lighthearted and fun. But then within the last few weeks, it devolved into pinging again, just, you know, insistent pinging, Sarah becoming a jokester, whoever they might be in real life, definitely a jokester in the game, caught mutes for a lot of reasons in game. But anyway, the Discord was devolving, and then there was a specific player in mind that was rubbing members the wrong way. You know, I'm not gonna go into why or anything like that. They're allegations. I'm not asking for proof. I'm not gonna touch it. But there was a player that was like the poison apple to a lot of the OG members and important members of Rain Factory. So there was tension in the leadership within Rain Factory between the leader and the co-leads. Okay, and if you don't know, Amelia, you know, it was at that time, literally a day ago, to this morning, was a co-lead of Rain Factory, supporting Sarah and you know the trajectory of the guild. Well, in hours, Sarah, you know, was finally told to wake up essentially to what's been going on in the Discord, and that happened in their general chat in the Discord. It was very unfortunate. It was very awkward. It was laughed at by those who were complaining about the Discord, and Sarah flipped it all, you know, with the poison apple, with the things going on in the Discord, flipped it on Amelia, if you don't mind me saying that, and demoted Amelia from co-lead to just regular member. And then, you know, in droves, even before that happened, but definitely after, OG members of Rain Factory departed Rain Factory. So, you know, we had Amelia demoted, moved on to TSL. We had Ghost Bear leaving for TSL. We had Sola. I'm saying their names because they're well-known co-leads, okay? Andro, which is one of the first members of Rain Factory, departed the guild under, under dark clouds, if you will. He was definitely not happy with the state of the guild and basically the leader of the guild at the time, which was Sarah. Nero even left for TSL. Desi left for TSL. And then the poison apple was kicked, okay? But that didn't solve anything, because when the poison apple was kicked, no one returned. So in the course of whatever hours in the middle of the night, for some of us, for me especially, for AIM, who was sleeping, Rain Factory was deleted. So the person who took over Rain Factory, to watch over Rain Factory, got full rights to the Discord, though they weren't the original owners, and the original owner was, still tied to the guild until they were demoted. Deleted a guild that they did not start. Did not even say, hey, just take it back. Like, nothing like that. And deleted the Discord. So there was, if you can imagine, yeah, TSL was poaching for sure. But you can imagine being in Rain Factory, not in a leadership position, And you're like, did I get kicked from the guild? Did I get banned from the Discord server? Because that happened. There were groups of Rain Factory members going around global, going around different Discords, asking what happened to their guild overnight. So that was insane. And not only that, the biggest thing is that Rain Factory was #1. This was a #1 guild. So there's things where, yeah, there were sanctions levered against the #1 guild. Now we have a #1 guild deleted. I think that's the first time that's happened. Chat, 69 viewers. Yo, nice. Like the stream. God, I need to grow up. But a whole, #1 guild deleted. So, what happened beyond that moment? We thought Rain Factory was gone for good. But, yeah, curse the #1 position, yeah. So, it's not true. Apparently, core members of Rain Factory, including Amelia, there was demand to recreate what was lost, essentially. And through deliberation, I mean, there was things being thrown around, what would they be called? Would they just go by the original name? Who would actually band together, under Amelia? If you don't know, Amelia is just like a lot on her plate, has been through this before as a leader, has a lot of experience under her belt with Rain Factory in the game. And she said that she would do this for those who wanted it, because it's her baby, quote unquote. It's her guild, and she would adopt, TSL's approach or any other highly successful guild in the SGL. They would have dedicated crew to support the lead, to support Amelia. So I did recommend, okay, look, I usually flame Academy guilds, but I recommended, because the relationship with them and TSL is so good, I was like, just become a sister guild of TSL. I mean, Fly has 20 guilds, okay? Yi used to have an Academy guild. Freaking Keeban's guild used to have an Academy guild. Fallen Angels, right? Everyone, Babel had Babel 2? And I think Babel 3 at one point. Bro, everyone had an Academy guild, okay? It was meta. So I suggested that didn't go well. Some people thought it was okay, but it didn't go well. But right now, this is what's going on. So Rain Factory, which they're not called anymore, we'll get to that. The fragment, or what was left of the leaders, were in a group chat with staff. So Yomu was name dropped, Mike was name dropped, and this is what's going to happen. Mike is cool restoring summer SGL guild experience. So everything they've earned this season will be restored hopefully tomorrow. There's no set time, but everyone's expecting it to be tomorrow. But the gold and the PowerPoints, because that server side, it's lost. So of course, banding together, they can recover, but they will get their EXP back if they choose to be, an active guild again. They had a vote. It was very Games of Thrones, but of course, Amelia is assuming leadership position, and that's what's happening. So this is like the message that's been conveyed by Yomu, the admin of SimpleMMO. Said all the data is gone. Mike is happy to spin up a new guild with the last recorded EXP of blah blah blah. Saved by our SGL dashboard that Yomu made for us. If we never did like SGL stuff, that data would be lost, by the way. So Rain Factory owes me like 1 billion gold. But Yomu says, but all historic data, PowerPoints, member lists, bank data will not return. And it's server side, blah, blah, blah. So they have a second chance. Despite the deletion, despite Sarah disappearing from the game. I don't know, chat, has anyone even seen Sarah since this went down? But yeah, that's what's going to happen. But that wasn't it, okay? There's more to it, all right? There's more to it than that. Okay, Sarah offline 18 hours. Thank you, Nayapa. Never thought I'd say thank you to her. She's always trying to kill me. The bad apple, or the poisoned apple, so to speak, created a Rain Factory guild on their own. Someone who their ties are very different to the guild. This is how I can say it nicely. Their ties are very different to the guild versus Amelia and the actual leaders and OG members of Rain Factory. So the Bad Apple created a Rain Factory clone as the crew, as the original, RF crew were building and preparing for the revival of RF. So that was very interesting. It didn't last long, to be fair, but it was a thing, and players were confused, like players who were just left in the freaking wind from, Sarah's deletion. They're like, hey, is this Rain Factory? So yeah, that happened. Rain Factory was stolen from the original group for like, I don't know, it was like an hour or two. I don't really know. But anyway, that was an ordeal that was just shocking for some. And then this is the turn of Rain Factory's deletion, okay? So Rain Factory becomes, I kid you not, Rain Factory becomes Factory Reset. If that is not like tongue-in-cheek of a guild name for everything that's happened in the wake of the deletion, Rain Factory is now a Factory Reset. There is a Discord that's being rapidly built by AIM and by assistance from others. There's a lot of, it's actually cool to see. There's a lot of people coming together to support Rain Factory's resurgence as Factory Reset. You see TSL, you see us, Fat Couch Cat, you see Wolf, you see everyone's willing to chip in to, reset, to Factory Reset this guild. Hey, is that a good one? What's up? Anyway, Ghost Bear says, shout out Mars Red for Factory Reset. Yeah, that's a good one, man. All right, so I want to read Amelia's statement to Factory Reset now and Rain Factory's, like, the totality of the history, because even if the guild EXP is restored, Rain Factory is gone. And we've talked about this before, where like giant guilds just delete their, ZZK. Not giant, but they were an SGL guild, deleted the guild and came back, but they lost that history. If a lot of hardcore guilds here that are here to this day, that ID number, that guild start date is like a tattoo over across the heart. You know what I mean? It's very important to guilds here. So Rain Factory has lost that. They've lost their Discord. That's years old, and that's really unfortunate. But so here's Amelia's statement, and I'm addressing Amelia's statement because it addresses the totality of the incident. And she said she addresses them as raindrops. Okay, I mean, very, very cute, very Studio Ghibli. You know what I mean? Where do I begin? The last few days have been a roller coaster. Governor. Okay, that's not in there. I'm sorry. Firstly, I am so proud of all of you. The growth we made together, and even hitting first. Hell's teeth. Okay, I'll stop. Christ on a bike. Jesus wept. Okay, it's out of the system. It's out of the system. I was shocked to wake up and see what had happened. Please know myself and a few others have been working with Mike and Yomo to sort things, and while this we will have all of our precious resources, we will have a guild together again. I'd also like to give a huge thanks to TSL, the CC homies, that's me by the way, not Crazyfy, and the community in general. Everyone has been so supportive and kind during this time and been a huge help in the rebuild of the guild, be it housing homeless guildies. Yeah, we have a homeless crisis in SimpleMMO now. Tech support. I suck at Discord, I'm sorry, in quotation. Moral support, donations, or just general hype. I am beyond grateful to everyone and also so proud to be part of such an awesome community. Sorry for the Oscar award style speech. It's been a long few days and I'm still upset Binks stood on my slice of pizza. Yeah, so not only did she get demoted while at work and didn't figure that, like, she did not find out she was demoted until I asked her about the demote. And she went home to unwind with a slice of pizza and her cat Binks stepped on it. So she had like a piss paw pizza. All right, anyway, here is the new server though. So let's go here. Server, I don't think it's private yet. I honestly thought, hold on, let me see if I can get this icon. There it is. That is Factory Reset. Good job, Rice Asima. All right, Comms are open. No, I'm just kidding. I don't fucking know. That is the Rain Factory incident. I hope you learned something from it if you were vying for it. It was insane. That #1 guild would just like implode within, you know, a day. With what went down, with the knee-jerk reaction to delete and then ghost the game and delete the Discord. It's just mind-blowing how some people would react.